Hello, everyone. This is Dr. K. Welcome to CS5244 Web Application Development, also known as Internet Software, but we are working on getting that changed. This is the second time I taught this course. About 1 year ago, I was invited to completely redesign the course that we had that was called Internet Software. And I wanted to do it in such a way that coming out of it, students had a good idea of how to create a realistic, although mini e-commerce site. So from doing the front end of the site, the CSS, the HTML, to doing the back end, the server side, and to creating the database and the database design. So I wanted to get that all in there. And the first thing I did when I was asked to do that was to just basically do a web search, look at other courses online, look at tutorials. And I stumbled across the NetBeans e-commerce tutorial, which I think is a fantastic tutorial. And we will be going through that tutorial this semester. So last semester, we kind of did that. We kind of went through the NetBeans e-commerce tutorial, and they built a site called Affable Bean. It was this little grocery store where you could purchase food, and they have it delivered to your house and that sort of thing. And the project we worked on was similar. It was basically a bookstore, and we'll also be doing a bookstore this semester. But about 3/4 of the way through the semester, I asked a former colleague and friend of mine, Dr. Steve Atkinson, if he could do a Q&A session, because Dr. Atkinson worked for many, many years in Silicon Valley, and specifically with Netflix, and he was a professional web developer. So hopefully he could give the students some tips that I could not. And during the course of this Q&A session, I kind of showed him certain things about the course and said, here's the way, we're doing this project. And several times he said, well, that's an interesting way to do things, and some people might do them that way. But, in the companies I worked for, we did them this way. And after hearing that for about the second or third time, after we got done with the Q&A, I said, hey, Steve, if I could get you as a distance learning instructor on this course, would you be willing to do it? And would you be willing to help rethink some of the things that we're doing and give the students some of your expertise? And he said, fine. And that's what we were able to do. So I'm very, very happy to have Dr. Atkinson on the team this semester. And, because of that, the course is going to be slightly in flux. It's not going to be as fixed as the design was last semester, say, or some of the previous iterations of this course. So it may be for some of this course, you're just going to have to bear with us because we might be modifying some things. But, it's not going to be unreasonable. And whatever the case, I can promise that it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, web design, web application design, I found is a lot of fun. I just started doing it not long ago. And if you're used to Java or doing an application in a certain language, you can kind of do a deep dive into that language and learn all the intricacies about that. But in web application design, there's so many aspects to it. There's the database, there's the front end, there's the back end, there's different technologies, there's different frameworks. You got to kind of be a jack of all trades. So I found that to be a really, really fun part of web application design. So I'm looking forward to going on this semester-long journey with you. I think it's going to be an exciting semester, and I think, well, I know that you're going to learn something that you didn't know before the course, and I know that I'm going to learn something from you too. So I'm looking forward to it, and I will see you soon on WebEx and Piazza.